students. I hope all are complete the yesterday worksheet, isn't it? Today we see the answer for that worksheet and continuation of the yesterday class. Okay, worksheet. First Roman letter is choose the correct answer. What is the first question means? The international unit of measuring temperature is, this is the unit of the temperature. Kelvin, very good. What is the answer? Kelvin. K-E-L-V-I-N. Kelvin. Okay. The second one, in thermometer, when bulb comes in contact with a hot object. Okay, the liquid inside it, expand. What is the answer? Expand. E-X-P-A-N-D-S. Expands. Okay. Next, the body temperature of a healthy man is, yes, 37 degree Celsius. Very good. 37 degree Celsius. This is the normal healthy man temperature. Yes, all are clear about this one. The international unit of measuring temperature is Kelvin. In thermometer, when bulb comes in contact with the hot object, liquid inside it expands. The body temperature of a healthy man is 37 degree Celsius. Next, the Roman letter 2. Answer the following. What is the first question? Mention 3 units which are used to measure the temperature. Second Roman letter, answer the following. The first question, mention the 3 units. Mention the 3 units. Mention the 3 units which are used to measure. Which are used to measure the temperature. As this is the first question. What is the answer for that question? The 3 units. The 3 units which are used. The 3 units which are used. The 3 units which are used to measure the temperature. What are the units? Yes, very good. Degree Celsius and Fahrenheit and Kelvin. Okay. Degree D-E-G-R-E-E. Degree. Celsius. C-E-N-S-I-U-S. Celsius. Fahrenheit. The last one is Kelvin. These are the 3 units to measure the temperature. Yes, all are clear about this one. What is the second question? Write what is the boiling point of mercury? What is the second question? What is the boiling point? What is the boiling point of mercury? Yes, what is the boiling point of mercury? 357 degrees Celsius. The answer is 357 degrees Celsius. The degree sign should write the top of the C. Okay. What is the third question? Yes. The third question is, what is the freezing point of alcohol? What is the freezing point? What is the freezing point of alcohol? Yes. What is the freezing point of alcohol? Minus 100 degrees Celsius. Less than minus 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. Next one is the fourth question. Mention any two properties of alcohol. Mention any two properties of alcohol. Mention any two properties of alcohol. The freezing first point. The freezing point of alcohol. The freezing point of alcohol is less than minus 100 degrees Celsius. So it can be used to measure very low temperature. Very low temperature. Okay, this is the first point. I am writing the second point. Its expansion per degree expansion for degree Celsius rising temperature is very high. Rising temperature is very large. Okay. Mention any two properties of alcohol. So the freezing point of alcohol is less than minus 100 degrees Celsius. So it can be used to measure very low temperature also. Okay. Its expansions per degree Celsius, rising temperature is very large. Yes, all are clear? Next we move the fifth question. Yes. Next question. Explain the properties. Fifth question. Explain the properties of mercury. Explain the properties of mercury. The first point is its expansion is uniform. Its expansion is uniform. For an equal amount of heat, expand by equal length. Okay. The second point is obvious and shining. Okay. This is the third point. It does not stick Okay, the fourth point. It is a good conductor of. It is a good conductor of. It is a good conductor of heat. Okay. Next, it has high boiling point. The fifth point is it has a high boiling point. Has a high boiling point. 357 degrees Celsius and low freezing point and low freezing point minus 37 degrees Celsius can be measured. The hence is used by the hence a wide range of temperatures, can be used using mercury thermometers. Yes, all are clear about this one? Yes. Explain the properties of mercury. The first point is its expansion is uniform. It is oblique and shining and does not stick to the side of the glass tube. It is a good conductor of heat. And the last point is it has a high boiling point, 357 degrees Celsius, and the low freezing point is minus 39 degrees Celsius. Hence, the wide range of thermometer can be measured using mercury thermometer. Yes, students, I think all are clear about this one. Now we move to the today's topic. Okay, the continuity of the yesterday class. What are the topic we seen yesterday? Yes, what is mean by heat and the effects of heat. Okay, and what is mean by temperature unit, measuring temperatures, thermometers. Okay, today we see the types of thermometers. Yes, today we see the types of thermometers. In thermometer, what liquid is used? Alcohol and mercury, isn't it? Why it is used means because of the many properties, good properties having mercury and alcohol, then only we use the thermometers. Okay, the types of thermometer. There are two types of thermometers. One is clinical thermometer, the another one is laboratory thermometers. The another one is laboratory thermometers. Laboratory thermometers. Clinical thermometers and laboratory thermometers. Okay, first we see that there are different types of thermometer we use to measure the different types of things like air, human bodies, food and many other things, isn't it? Among this we commonly use the thermometer, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Okay, so many things to measure the air, human bodies, okay, food and many other things. Okay, among this, the commonly used thermometer is clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Now first we see the clinical thermometer. The thermometer are used to measure the temperature of human body at home and clinic and hospitals. First we see the clinical thermometer. Where the thermometer Listen. This is the ink. This is the bulb. This is the glass tube. The glass tube filled with alcohol or mercury. Alcohol or mercury. Okay. In this side, some graduations are there. Both the sides, the graduations are marked. One side they mark the Celsius in the Celsius, the other side is marked the Fahrenheit. One side is marked the Celsius, the other side is marked in the Fahrenheit. Okay. So this side is Celsius and this side is Fahrenheit. Okay. In Celsius case, the lower one is 35 degrees Celsius. The upper one is 42 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, the lower one is 94 degree Fahrenheit. The upper one is 108 degree Fahrenheit. The lower limit is 35 degree Celsius and upper one is 42 degree Celsius. Here the Fahrenheit, the lower limit is 94 degree Fahrenheit. The upper limit is 108 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, this is the diagram of the clinical thermometer. The clinical thermometer, who use the clinical thermometer? Human beings. Where it is used means at home, clinics and hospitals. Okay, now all clinical thermometer having a kink. All clinical thermometer having a kink. Why the kink is they used there means to prevent the mercury from flowing back to the bulb. Here it filled with the mercury. Listen, if one person having high fever, they go to the hospital. What is the first step? First they check the temperature. Okay, first they check the temperature. Using the thermometer. They keep the thermometer in our mouth, in the bulb side. Okay, so the mercury level are increased because the body is heat. No, if you give heat means the liquid or expand. So the liquid or expand. Okay. Suddenly, if you take away from the mouth means the mercury level suddenly flowing to the bulb. It cannot easy to measure it. So the kink is used to prevent flowing back the mercury to the bulb. Then once we use kink here. Okay. The mercury level is stand here only. It does not come to the bulb. Okay. So then only we use the kink here. Why we use the kink? Why we use the kink? Our clinical thermometer having a kink to prevent. Prevent means to stop. Which one stop here? Mercury. Which one stop here? Mercury. Mercury from flowing back to the bulb when the temperature is taken out of the patient mouth. So the temperature can noted conveniently. Then only we noted the temperature conveniently. Otherwise it is wrong. Okay. There are temperature scales on either side of the mercury thread. Okay, either side of the mercury thread. One is Celsius scale, the other one is Fahrenheit scale. One is Celsius scale, the other one is Fahrenheit scale. Okay, since the Fahrenheit scale, the body temperature is measured in F only. In Fahrenheit means maximum is 42 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, the minimum level is 94 degree Fahrenheit. The maximum level is 108 degree Fahrenheit. Yes, all are clear? Yes. Next one is the precaution to be followed while using a clinical thermometer. Some precautions, some preventive measures will be taken. Okay, so that how to use the thermometer. The thermometer should be washed and before and after the use of the patient. First point is a thermometer is washed before and after the use of parent with a suitable antiseptic. Okay, the suitable antiseptic. The second point is jerk the thermometer. Jerk means this like jerk the thermometer a few times to bring the level of the mercury down. To bring the level of the mercury down. Because for one patient's mercury level is here means you take you wash this one. Wash the thermometer the suitable antiseptic. Okay, again you put it in the another patient mouth means the mercury level is this here means it is wrong. So first jerk means this like jerk the thermometer few minutes, few times to bring the level of the mercury down. Before use the mercury should be checked. Before use the thermometer should be checked the Celsius level of the Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay, the minimum point and maximum point, minimum point and maximum point. Before the mercury level should be below 35 degrees Celsius or 94 degree Fahrenheit. Do not hold the bulb. Hold means to keep. Okay, do not hold the bulb. Do not hold the thermometer by using its bulb. Keep the mercury level along your light side and then reading. Okay, handle the thermometer with care because it is made up of a glass. Okay, handle the thermometer very carefully because it is made up of a glass. Okay, do not place the thermometer in a hot or very hot sun, very hot flame or very hot sun. Okay, all are clear about the clinical thermometer? Yes. Next we see the laboratory thermometer. Where the laboratory thermometer is used? In schools and scientific centers. A laboratory thermometer is used in schools and scientific research. In schools and scientific research. In school and scientific research. Okay, next they are used in the industries also. They used in the industries. Where the laboratory thermometer are used? In schools, scientific research and industries. Scientific research and industries. The measure of temperature is higher than the clinical thermometer can be recorded. The stem of the bulb and lab thermometer is longer when compared to the clinical thermometer. The stem, this stem of the bulb is very longer to compare to the clinical thermometer. It is very long in laboratory thermometer when compared to the clinical thermometer. There is no kink. Here there is no kink is used in the laboratory thermometer. Okay, the laboratory thermometer has only Celsius scale, but in the clinical thermometer both scale is there, no Celsius and Fahrenheit. But the laboratory only Celsius scale. Okay, only Celsius scale only there. Only Celsius scale only there. Okay, so the lower limit is minus 10 degrees Celsius. So the upper one is 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius. The lower one is the lower fixed point is minus 10 degrees Celsius. Minimum point and maximum point is 100 degrees Celsius. The upper fixed point. Okay, what are the laboratory? Where the laboratory thermometer used? School, scientific research and industries. Okay, next one is the higher than the clinical. It is very higher than the clinical thermometer. Okay, there is no kick. The bulb is very longer than compared to the clinical thermometer. A precaution to be followed while using the laboratory thermometer. Do not tilt the thermometer while measuring the temperature. Place it upright. Place it upright. Know the reading only when the bulb has been surrounded by the substance from all sides. In human average internal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. Next, now we easily differentiate clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. In clinical thermometer, the lower limit is 35 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. In Fahrenheit, 94 degree Fahrenheit to 98 degree Fahrenheit. 108 degree Fahrenheit. First one, kink is present, kink is absent. Okay. And the bulb is small, length is small, but on this side very long. Yes, next one is the digital thermometer. Next one is the digital thermometer. Three types: clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and the third one is digital thermometer. Nowadays we use the digital thermometers only. Nowadays we use the digital thermometers. Nowadays we use the digital thermometer. This is the digital thermometer. In this place, they are having a 94 point Fahrenheit or Celsius are coming there. Here a lot of corner over the mercury in thermometer. Mercury is a toxic substance. Mercury is a uniform expansion of Buick signing. So many good properties of having mercury, but it also having some disadvantages. It is very toxic and very difficult to dispose. It is very difficult to dispose. Okay. If a thermometer is break, these days digital thermometers are available. If a yearly periods, they having a glass tube. If you put it means they break down. Okay, so it is difficult to dispose the mercury because the mercury is very toxic, very poison. Okay, so then only we use the digital thermometer nowadays. Okay, are available which do not use mercury. In digital thermometer, we cannot use mercury or alcohol. Instead, as a senior, which can be measured the heart coming out from the body directly, and from that can measure the temperature of the body. Digital temperature thermometers are mainly used to take on the body temperature. Yes, next one is scales. Next one is scales of thermometers. Next one is scales of thermometer. So types of thermometer, three types: clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, and digital thermometer. We see clearly. Who use the clinical thermometer? Human beings. Where it is used? At home, clinics and hospitals. They having a kink. Why we using the kink? To prevent the mercury from the flowing back to the bulb when you taken about the patient mouth. Okay, it is easiest for it is very convenient to measure the temperature. Okay. Next, in Celsius scale, the mercury thread having both sides Celsius marking and Fahrenheit marking. Celsius 35 degrees Celsius and the upper limit is 42 degrees Celsius. Here 94 degree Fahrenheit. Here 108 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so many uses is in that the clinical thermometer. Next one is the laboratory thermometer. The laboratory thermometers are used in school, scientific research, industries. Okay, in laboratory, only Celsius scale is only one scale is there. There is no key. The lower limit is minus 10 degrees Celsius. The upper limit is 100 degrees Celsius. Digital, nowadays we use the digital thermometer. Why we use the digital thermometer means the method is very proximate. It is difficult to dispose. So we use the digital thermometer. Okay. Nowadays why we use the digital thermometers. Okay. Now we see the degree scales of thermometers. Next we see the scales of thermometer. There are 3 scales, you know. Scales of thermometers. First one is a Celsius scale. The second one is the Fahrenheit. The third one is the Kelvin. Yes. Okay. In Celsius scale, Celsius, the common unit to measure the temperature. The termed speed is astronomer. The Celsius is Swedish astronomer Andreas Celsius. What is the full name? Andreas Celsius. He is a Swedish astronomer. Astronomer means to search the sky properties, solar properties. Okay, astronomers. Okay, in 1742, in which year? 1742. Okay, before that we mark in the centigrade. Before 1742, we marked in the centigrade using the scale and calibrate. Freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius and boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. 0 to 100 degrees Celsius. This is the freezing point. That one is the boiling point. Okay. In Greek, the centium means 100. Centium means 100. Next one, grade means states. Grade means states. Both words make a centigrade. Centigrade in Greek word centigrade. The centium means 100. Grade means states in Greek. Okay, so later it changes Celsius. Later it changes Celsius. Okay, so in Celsius scale, the lower limit is 0 degrees Celsius. The lower fixed point. The lower fixed point is 0 degrees Celsius. The upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius. Upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius. In between how many divisions are there means minus these two. 100 minus upper limit to lower limit. 100 minus 0, 100. So how many divisions? 100 divisions. How many divisions? Number of divisions. Number of divisions. Number of division is 100. So in a Celsius scale, who discovered Swedish astronomer Andreas Celsius in 1942? They discovered the Celsius scale. Okay, before that we use the centigrade in Greek. Centigrade means 100. Grade means steps. Okay, after that later they use Celsius. The lower fixed point is 0 degrees Celsius and upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius. In Celsius, the number of division is 100. Okay, and Fahrenheit is a common unit to measure the human body temperature. Commonly use the human body temperature. Okay, who discovered the Fahrenheit means that termed after the name German physicist. Swedish astronomer Andreas Celsius. Here the German physicist Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Daniel Gorbel Daniel Gorbel. Gorbel. Fahrenheit. The full name. Fahrenheit. Freezing point of water is taken out 32. Freezing point is 32 degree Fahrenheit and the boiling point is 212 Fahrenheit. 212. So the lower limit of this scale is 32 degree Fahrenheit. The upper fixed point is 212 Fahrenheit. Okay. So the minimum is 32, maximum is 212. Now we know the number of divisions. How to know it means take the upper limit minus lower limit. 212 minus 32. 11, 8, 180. How many divisions is there? 180 divisions. Okay. Next one is Kelvin. A Kelvin scale is termed as log Kelvin. Who coined the Kelvin scale? Lord Kelvin. Lord Kelvin. The SI unit of the temperature is Kelvin. It is known as the absolute zero. Let's start from absolute zero temperature. So in Kelvin scale, the lower limit is 273. 273 Kelvin, 273.15 Kelvin. The upper one is 373.15 Kelvin. The number of divisions, how to know the number of divisions? So the upper limit minus lower limit. 0, 0, 1. So 100 divisions. How many divisions? 100 divisions. All are clear about this one? Yes. Now we see the numerical problem. One numerical problem to change Fahrenheit to Celsius and Kelvin. Okay. Yes. How much? Will the temperature? How much will the temperature of 68 degree Fahrenheit be Celsius and Kelvin? Okay, and Kelvin. Now, what are given there? Fahrenheit 68. What they are asking? Celsius and Kelvin. Yes, we know the formula. Isn't it? Listen. Yeah, the main formula to convert Celsius into Kelvin, Kelvin into Fahrenheit, and Celsius into Fahrenheit. Okay. F means Fahrenheit. Okay. What is the lower limit? 32. How many divisions are there? What is the upper limit? 212. We minus the 212 minus 32. We getting 180 equal to Celsius. What is the lower limit? 0 degree. How many divisions? 100. Next, Kelvin. What is the lower limit? 273. How many divisions? 100. This is the main formula. This is the main formula. Fahrenheit, lower limit, number of divisions. Celsius, lower limit, number of divisions. Kelvin, lower limit, number of divisions. What first we take Celsius, Fahrenheit and Celsius. F minus 32 divided by 180 equal to C minus 0 by 100. Okay. First, listen. They give us 60 Fahrenheit, 68. 68 minus 32 divided by 180 equal to C by 100. 9C is there, no. How to convert means listen. Listen. F minus 32 divided by 180 equal to C by 100. 5 times of 5 times. This one is 9 times. 5 20s are 100. 9 20s are 180. So we write F minus 32 divided by 9 equal to F C by 5. Okay. If you want, next F minus F. All know the F value. F value is 68. 68 minus 32 divided by 9 equal to C by 5. C by 5. Okay, 68 minus 32, 6, 36. 36 by 9 equal to C by 5. 1 9s are 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36. Cancel this one. Okay, cancel this one. So, the denominator comes in this assignment 4 into 5 equal to C. So, 20 degree Celsius. 20 degree Celsius. This is the main formula. F minus 32 by 180, C minus 0 by 100, K minus 270 by 100. Okay. So, now I am taking Fahrenheit and Celsius. This is the Fahrenheit and Celsius. Cancel this one. If otherwise write 32 by 180, 100 is comes in this side means okay equal to C. Cancel this one. 5 by 9. So 5 by 9 F minus 32 equal to so this method also you can do it. Okay. Next. F minus 32 180 equal to K minus 273 divided by 100. Okay. So, F minus 32 180 into 100 K equal to K minus 273. We cancel this one. 5 9. 5 F minus 32 by 9 equal to K minus 273. You substitute the F value. 568 minus 32 divided by 9 equal to K minus 273. Okay. 68 minus 32. 6, 36. 36. So 5 into 36 divided by 9 equal to K minus 273. 4. Okay. Answer is 4. Equal to 20 equal to K minus 273. K minus 273. The answer is K equal to 293.15. So the Kelvin answer is 293. This minus 270 comes this side means plus. Okay. All are clear about how to change Celsius into Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit into Celsius. Yes. What are the topic we see in types of thermometer, clinical, laboratory and digital, and scales of thermometer. Okay. I give the worksheet, do the worksheet. We will meet the next class. Thank you, students.